Hey, before we get to the video, it has come to my attention that some of you are very surprised that I am not, in fact, a liar. I know that a lot of you are very used to YouTubers being liars, but I am not one of them. I meant it when I said that I am a very fair and unbiased person. And being that I am very fair and unbiased, I was obligated to take a look into Amberlynn Reid and to figure out why she is so distasteful in many people's eyes, which is why she has her own video. And I did find a few things. As a YouTuber, I do take issue with her misrepresentation and her misuse of the platform. And even as a person, I do have a problem with her lying to our shared audience or telling lies in general. As a person, it is never okay to tell lies. It is one of the 10 commandments, thou shalt not lie. But be that as it may, Amberlynn Reid mostly negatively affects herself and her own channel. And if Amber wants to ruin her own life, that is her prerogative. It is her life. But it is not the prerogative or the job of the Haydur Nation, the hater community, the reaction channels to aid her in destroying her life or to degrade or disintegrate her reputation. Amberlynn Reid hurts herself. The Haydur Nation hurts others, which is why I take more issues with you guys than I do with the minuscule messiness of Amberlynn Reid. I know this video is long. There are a lot of members of the Haydur Nation and there's a lot to get into, but if you make it to the end, you do get some Lion King clips. So have fun and enjoy. Intro. Hello everybody and welcome back. I am the Sovereign and this is my court. As most of you know, or for those of you who do not know, I am very new to the Amberverse universe. I came into it through the reaction channels. That's how I was introduced into all of this. Some of you know this through the videos I did on Charlie Gold. She was the first person that really kind of irked me about this whole world as I got into it, but I'm pretty fair and unbiased, and though I was mostly interested in the reaction channels themselves, a lot of you guys were like in the comments like, oh, so I guess you don't know Amber very well then. Like a lot of you seem to just think that, you know, and you guys were very respectful about it, except for the few haters, which you guys know I do not care. But most of you were just like, hey, you're right, but you should check into like Amber herself, which I have been doing. I've actually, after detoxing myself, because this is not the most positive world. I'm gonna say the Amberverse, from Amber's side and from the reaction channel side, you guys are not the most positive people. So I kind of have to take breaks periodically from you guys. I do like to look at things from a different perspective, and I did want to do an analysis of Amber herself, and you would think that that would be an easy job. It wasn't. It was not as easy as it should have been, which is why I'm making the video right now. The reaction channels have failed at their jobs, utterly and horrendously failed at your jobs. Why is it so difficult for new people coming into the Amberverse to actually learn legitimate information about this woman? Why is it so difficult to find the receipts? Why is it so difficult to understand the world? And it's because the reaction channels have totally lost their way. The reaction channels have failed. The reaction, what is going on with you guys? Why are you, deep dive, let's get into this. As I have said in the past, and as I have said in the Amberlynn Reid video itself, there are valid reasons to criticize Amberlynn Reid. I just don't understand why the reaction channels stray so far from that. Why? Reaction channels, please let me know. Why is it that you guys insist on picking on Amberlynn Reid for absolute nonsense? You guys want to, every time, because I was trying to learn about Amberlynn Reid, and the best way I thought to learn would be through these people, but as I'm on your channels, you guys are picking on Amberlynn Reid about utter and absolute nonsense. Her try-on hauls, her cabinets, her shoes, the way she like talks, speaks, where she goes. Like, you guys are picking on ridiculous things that make you seem bad, that make you guys look like the bullies, instead of pulling out and drawing out the actual valid reasons to criticize this woman. And yes, I'm gonna name names. I'm naming names because I don't want there to be any confusion about who I'm talking about specifically. I'm talking about the core group of Haydur Nation leaders, the people that built up this community. I'm talking about y'all. Roll out Charlie Gold, Michael B. Petty, front and center, Life of a Free Spirit, freaking, oh God, what's her name? On program something. Zachary Michael, sweetheart, you hop up in here too. And you know what? Zachary Michael, let me draw him out first. Front and center, in front of everybody, Zachary Michael. I am a follower of Zachary Michael. First of all, before you guys start calling me a hater, I am currently subscribed to Zachary Michael. Zachary helps me keep up with what's going on in that world without having to be subscribed to all this nonsense, to all you people, because y'all are just too negative and you don't sit well in my soul. Zachary Michael is one of the 2 people involved in the Amberverse that I am actually subscribed to. So why is Zachary Michael front and center right now? Zachary Michael, I don't have many criticisms of you. Most of the time he tries to be upbeat. He tries to be happy. Zachary Michael, by the way, your laugh is hilarious. He tries to do his best. But there's one thing that irked my nerves about Zachary Michael. Zachary, sweetheart, I'm gonna have to call you out on your lack of a backbone. You had no spine. And the reason that I'm saying this is because I should not have had to be the one to call Charlie Gold out on her BS. I should not have had to be the one to be the to vocalize her nonsense. It shouldn't have been me, because I'm not the first person to recognize what she was doing was wrong.
Charlie is a friend of mine, as good of a friend as you can be with somebody that you've never met in person. Charlie and I have talked about many things in our own personal lives that I don't think that we share necessarily all the time, but I don't 100% agree with everything every single reaction channel puts out there. Honestly, truly, like, the reason that I don't say anything about the way that folks like Charlie or even Michael talk about Amberlynn and or Chantal is because, like, I'm not gonna be out here policing fat people on how they talk about other fat people, right? Like, I don't think that that's my place. Personally, they say things I would not say. If that comes across as bias or whatever to anybody, then that's okay. I get that. She is my friend, and I do think that impacts, like, what I think about her. So
Zachary, Zachary knew what Charlie Gold was saying was not right and could get her in trouble, but you said nothing. You kept quiet. And Charlie, I'm gonna have to say, sis, you need to get yourself some real friends. You need to, look, the girl's like, come in, let's stay in there. You need to get yourself some real friends. I didn't do it out of hating Charlie Gold, but it did need to be said. But I shouldn't have had to be the one to say it. If you guys were true friends, the way Zachary came out and was like, I'm Charlie Gold's friend, if you're gonna publicly support her, then, and say, you know, you guys talk behind the scenes and everything, why you let this girl go out here and make a fool of herself? Why you let her, you know, get into quicksand and potentially, like, ruin her reputation, ruin her YouTube channel, ruin her career, ruin her reputation, if she's your friend, when you knew that what she was saying was wrong? And then I have to be out here being the bad guy, which I'm not, because everybody agrees what I said was right. Charlie Gold herself knows what I said was, like, there's no argument whether it was right or not. So I'm looking at Zachary like, boo, lack of a backbone, lack of a spine. Like, that was, I shouldn't have had to be the one. And that's one issue that I have with the entire Haydur Nation community. Y'all don't check each other. My earring just fell off. The Haydur Nation community will support each other no matter what. No matter if somebody steps out of line, does something wrong, does something, like, completely abhorrent. You guys don't care. And I can tell that you don't care based on the type of content that you guys are currently putting out. Nobody does their fact checking. Nobody bothers to bring up receipts, which is why it was so hard for me to even research Amber in the first place. I'm over here looking for receipts, actual explanations for things. You guys are so busy talking about her clothes, her hair ties, her freaking hauls, the stuff that her organization skills, that I can't find any valid things coming out of your mouth. It took me so much time. Y'all don't care because all of this nitpicking is helping your channels, helping your wallets, helping you grow. You guys know that people enjoy bringing Amberlynn Reid down, and you don't care about how you do it. If you only focused on the valid reasons, valid criticisms of Amberlynn Reid, most of your channels are made up completely of Amberlynn Reid, so eventually you would run out of content. So in an effort to not run out of content, you guys just pick on her about everything, no matter what it is. And then you sit there accusing her of monetizing her weight when you're the ones that are monetizing her weight. I do not think Amberlynn Reid is profiting or monetizing or like living off of her size. I don't. I will say in the past she did. Whenever Amberlynn Reid is doing mukbangs of anything unhealthy, McDonald's, Burger King, any type of fast food, that is monetizing your addiction. That is bad. It seems like she has stopped doing this, and it seems like it's kind of getting into her head that maybe this is something I shouldn't be doing. As of right now, from what I'm seeing, she's not monetizing or profiting off of her addiction. There is one person that is a part of this crazy freaking community that is doing that. This video is not about them, but there is somebody in the community that is doing that. You guys give Amberlynn Reid way more credit than I do. I do not give her that much credit. You guys make it seem like she's this evil mastermind. No, sweetheart, I'm not giving her that much credit. I really don't think she's doing that. But I think you guys are doing that. That's why you guys are so nitpicky. That's why you're on her about any and every little thing that she possibly does, because it helps your content. It helps you grow. It helps bring people to your channel. You know that the dark side of people, the dark side of human beings, kind of want to watch a train wreck, and you guys are happy to sit there and let the train go off its tracks and freaking film it. Y'all are the ones monetizing her downfall. You guys are the ones monetizing her illness. And I'm just like, I know that this damn earring is on my last nerve. And I know I'm not the only one that sees it. You guys are not stupid. That's one thing. Like Amberlynn Reid, I do not give her the credit of having that ridiculous and elaborate thought process. But the members of the Haydur Nation community, you guys do. You guys have that thought process. You guys analyze everything. So I know for a fact that y'all are not stupid, and I am not the only one that sees this. You guys have to also see this because you're not stupid, which means you're blatantly turning a blind eye to it. I will sit here and go through some of your channels and watch some of your videos, and I'm listening to what you say, and you guys just say things. You say things without proof, you say things without receipts, you say things without references, and I'm just like, are they pulling this out of their buttholes? Where are they getting this? And the rest of the community kind of seems to just go with it. Like other people just seem to just hop on the bandwagon and be like, as soon as you guys say Amber's manipulative without no backstory, no why are you saying that, no reference, no nothing, everybody just takes it as fact. And I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. I want actual proof, because I already know that a lot of you guys are not trustworthy, and I'm more responsible than that. But most of you, pretty much all of you, like I'm watching videos and you guys are just spouting off nonsense, not saying where you got it from, as if I'm supposed to take it as fact. The people that are in my comments talking about Amberlynn Reid are just telling me things as if I'm supposed to just take it as fact. Why would I do that? Why would I, like, where's the proof? So I'm trying to be responsible to every side and really learn about what's true and what's real. And then as I'm finally getting the receipts and seeing what Amberlynn is actually about, like I said, there are some valid criticisms of this girl, but there's a lot of things that are blown way out of proportion, way out of proportion. And I don't think that a lot of your audiences even know that you guys have been freaking blowing things up way bigger than it should have been. Here's an example. I came across a video of somebody saying Amberlynn Reid had, like, she insulted Michael B. Petty and called him fat and stuff, and she was basically talking shit. And I'm just like, oh my God, really? Because I've never heard Amberlynn Reid talk like that. And they're just like, oh yeah, you need to find this and find that. And it was like a live stream, and I hear a lot of stuff happens on live streams, and I just don't care that much. I'm not subscribed to y'all, so I'm over here trying to look for videos. I finally find the video of Amberlynn calling Michael B. Petty fat.
He's gaining weight. I mean, that's all I really know. But aren't we all? I was for a very long time, so I have no room to judge, but I'm finally losing, so I'm happy about that.
And I just want to be the one right now to apologize. I said some things on there that I probably shouldn't have directly.
You did. You said a lot of things on there you shouldn't have, girl.
To you, Michael. I have
no okay,
room to talk at all. I slept on it and I was like, really? Because I know how it feels. People constantly talking about your weight, and I shouldn't have done that. It was more like a bitter moment. It's like having so many reaction channels constantly react to me. I reacted in a negative way.
So it's not an apology. This is what we would call a non-apology.
I shouldn't have done that. There's no excuse for it, but I do want to apologize.
Amberlynn Reid said one shady comment. It was a little shady. Just one shady comment, but I can't even say it was even that shady because she then applied the comment to herself. She was clearly like making a type of jokey joke type of deal. Nothing that anybody should have been upset about or even had to apologize about, but you guys blew it so out of proportion that Amberlynn Reid then went onto her YouTube channel and had to stand up and do an apology to Michael B. Petty, which I'm just like, girl, why are you apologizing? You said one shady, like it was a joke that you applied to yourself, and it was even after everything Michael B. Petty has said about Amberlynn Reid. Y'all are mad over one comment, and then she still gets on her channel to apologize, and then Michael B. Petty himself hops on the back to drag her while she's trying to apologize to him. And I'm just like, what? And then he doesn't even want to accept her apology because he's like, oh, this is a non-apology. When I'm listening to her apologize, and I'm just like, but where? Like, as an unbiased viewer, I'm just like, but where? She's taking full accountability by saying, I said something that was negative. I said something out of a hurtful place that I shouldn't have. That is taking full accountability of what she said and saying, I shouldn't have said that. She just took full accountability. Full accountability, and you're still not happy? Y'all really just look for any reason to drag Amber. I have heard tons of things about Amberlynn Reid's exes, and now I am totally and fully caught up on her exes. And I will say this, I am not the type of person that would ever be friends with an ex, but I get that some people are like that. Clearly Amber's the type of person that is like that. There are some issues with that I address in my Amber video, but the fact that she's friends with her ex, and like, I know that I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest, like I don't like it either. But you guys totally blow that out of a proportion as if it's some horrible, awful thing when you guys know that it's a natural thing that occurs with very weird people. But still, like, I'm on my channel and I heard rumors about the word that I shall not say, this word that's over here somewhere. I heard the rumors about that, and I'm just like, I have to have proof about something that's serious to really fully understand, like, did she go that far? Did she really say these things? And then I finally get the clip of what was said. And first, I've said this in my Amber video, which is why there are two separate videos, because both sides of this argument are completely and utterly stupid. But I watched the clip of what Amber actually said, and though she used the wrong wording in that video, because what she was describing was not this. What she was describing was this. That is a very, very, very important distinction. But based on the reaction community, based on Haydur Nation and their followers telling me these stories, I'm over here thinking that she legitimately accused her partner of this. I legitimately thought that that's what it was. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's so awful. And then when I finally see the clip, it's not what you guys made it out to be. And I'm not saying that, you know, the other one's not serious, but it's not nearly the same. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't trust you guys. This is why I go and find my own receipts, because not only do you guys not provide receipts, you distort what actually happened to the point where it is false. It's to the point where everything Amber does is awful and horrible. Every step that she makes, you guys make it out to seem like it is the most horrible, terrible, demonic thing to ever happen. It's all blown out of proportion, which is why it's so hard and difficult for outsiders coming into this Amberverse, for people watching your channel who are new, to truly understand the truth of what, like, where everything is. You guys provide no context whatsoever, and that's awful, because I get, like, people are gonna be sitting here and be like, girl, it's YouTube. They are not journalists. They are not news reporters. They don't run a newspaper. Like, what you're asking for is journal. Like, I get that. YouTube is supposed to be this fun place where we just come and BS for the hell of it. I mean, that's what I'm just having fun on YouTube, which is why some people like, oh, you just want more followers. Like, I could care less. I'm here just so I can be me and be unfiltered. Like, I have fun on YouTube. I get that it's not supposed to be a serious thing, but you guys have the power to actually impact someone's life. This is not you guys just having fun on YouTube at this point. When you are actively having an impact on a living being and their world, you have to be more responsible than what you're being. You guys provide no context, no receipt, no nothing. This is a true and real person, and no matter how much you do not like her, you impact her life. Look at her like to dislike ratio. Look at her comments. Go and type in Amberlynn Reid on YouTube and see what videos come up. It's your videos. You guys are influencing the world around her. If Amberlynn Reid were to even try to go out and get a job right now, and a person typed in her name, if an employer typed in her name into Google, they're gonna find your videos without any context, receipts, backstory, none of that. You cannot, you can BS on YouTube all you want. But when it comes to living human beings whom are not celebrities, who are not politicians, who are on your level, basically, you have to be more responsible than what you're being. Like, no matter what, you have to be more responsible than this. And it infuriates me that you guys take it as a joke. You guys take it as something to get together and giggle and laugh about and get on live streams and berate her about nonsense that like has no basis in freaking reality. You guys are actively making the choice, making the decision to criticize her on nonsense, which leads Amberlynn Reid to just not listen to you guys, which leads her to not listen to anyone. Like, no wonder she hasn't taken anybody's advice. No wonder she's not listening to everybody, because everything, a lot of the stuff, the majority of things you guys are saying to her are completely invalid criticisms. You're just criticizing her on the way that she dresses, her hair, her nails, instead of drawing the attention to the things that people really should be paying attention to. There are reasons, there are things, there's a ton of valid reasons to criticize Amberlynn Reid. Why are you ignoring the actual serious facts of the issues with her? Some of you started off. You started off correctly. You started off with good intentions. A lot of you started off as watchers of Amberlynn Reid, but as your channels grew, you became focused on yourselves. You became corrupted. You became focused on your own numbers and your own like mentality, and you're developing your own little mean girl cliques, sitting there laughing about the shape of her arms or her shoes or her Walmart hauls or whatever. And as a community, it's very ironic to me that you guys are displaying the exact traits that you accuse Amber of having. You guys manipulate situations, you guys blow things way out of proportion, and then when someone tries to tell you the actual facts or dispute what you're saying, you want to gaslight them and be like, oh no, well it's because of this, or why are you defending Amber? She's such a horrible person. Like, it's not about defending Amber, it's about you guys being honest. I have had some of your people in my comment section trying to tell me things, trying to manipulate a situation. When I finally went and found the footage myself, I'm just like, it's nothing what you guys made it out to be. Yeah, it's still bad, but it's nothing like it's a totally different story than what you told me. And when I put actual facts out there, actual facts out into the world, you guys want to sit there and gaslight me or say I'm jealous or whatever, because there's no way to actually dispute the facts. So all you're going to do is try to just turn it back on me and be like, well, you're just saying that because you're jealous. No, I am saying these things because they're fact. You guys are like goddamn mean girls. And Zachary, I'm sorry, boo, but you fall into this category too. And you're not as bad as everybody else. But even Zachary, I'm sitting here watching videos of him watching Amberlynn Reid go shopping, and he's over here flailing about and criticizing Amberlynn Reid for touching bowls in Walmart. She's touching dishware in Walmart. Don't act like someone is actually eating out of that dish. Don't act like someone's about to pour some cereal in that bowl and eat it. Nobody does that. When you buy, like, they're dirty dishes. They've been on a shelf. They're covered with dust. Why are you on Amberlynn Reid for touching dirty dishes? This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Because the Haydur Nation channels are so full of utter frivolous nonsense, it made it incredibly difficult for me to actually truthfully find the reasons why Amberlynn Reid is disliked and really understand why this community sprang up around her. Because I do not dispute that, a community does not come from nowhere. Clearly, there is something about this girl that is distasteful for her to have her own section of YouTube. I do not dispute that, but it shouldn't have been as hard as it was for me to actually find the facts behind it. But I do want to say, I think that it is pretty obvious to some people that there is a channel that I have excluded from the bunch, and that is Young Dumb Honey Bun. I know some of you guys do not like her. I know, like, I've seen people in my comments of the Charlie Gold videos talking about her community tab. I'm not saying she is the nicest person, but the reason that I have excluded her, beautiful girl, by the way. I'm not a hater, okay? If I see a beautiful girl, I'm gonna let you know, sis, that girl's pretty. She pretty, but I know some of you guys don't like her, and I'm not saying she's the nicest person, but she helped you helped me, sis. Young Dumb Honey Bun helped me learn what I needed to know, or at least pieces of what I needed to know about Amberlynn Reid. For one, Young Dumb Honey Bun does not lie. There are people in the Haydur Nation community, this is what half the reason I can't stand some of y'all. Y'all will sit there and lie. It's just a lie, okay? You sit there and be like, I truly want the best for Amberlynn Reid, and I have high hopes for her, and it's not that I dislike her, I really am trying to hopefully make her do better. Is it BS? Just bull. And Young Dumb Honey Bun, she does not lie about that. She will sit up on her channel and be like, I do not like Amberlynn Reid, and she will blatantly state the reasons why I don't like her. I do not like her, and I don't like her because of the manipulation, like she names it off, details, and then she provides receipts. That's one. And then Young Dumb Honey Bun, for the most part, I'm not saying she's not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I'm saying for the most part, she doesn't really nitpick Amberlynn Reid on like this incompetent level, talking about like her hairstyles and stuff. I haven't seen that on her channel, and even if she did, if she had 1 or 2 videos, I wouldn't even bat an eye, because from what I've seen, the majority of Young Dumb Honey Bun's channel, when she talks about Amberlynn Reid, she provides receipts, she provides facts. There are videos on her channel which layer Amberlynn Reid in ways that I can understand. She will make a video of like, this is the manipulation of Amberlynn Reid. This is the lies of Amberlynn Reid. This is why I don't like Amberlynn Reid. Like, she is totally straightforward with receipts without the nonsense nitpicking. And this is one person I really can't argue with. Like, regardless of how you may feel about Amberlynn Reid, like, I'm not as invested, like, on the spectrum of disliking Amberlynn Reid. Young Dumb Honey Bun, she is a lot farther than I am, but I still gotta respect her. Number one, it's her opinion. She doesn't like Amberlynn Reid. That's her opinion. At least she's valid about it. At least she, can provide the reasons why, instead of pulling out nonsense from her butt, talking about her goddamn hair ties. Another YouTuber that provided context was Tasha's Thoughts. I haven't dived deep into her channel yet. I probably will take another look at it before I do another video, but she provided context, she provided receipts, she provided an explanation of her dislike for Amber in a way that was valid. It wasn't her being nitpicky, it wasn't her being, over here having fun and poking at the fat girl because she felt like it, like the rest of everybody does. These two YouTubers, Young Dumb Honey Bun and Tasha's Thoughts, regardless of how you may feel about them, I respect these YouTubers for providing context, for providing receipts, for maintaining enough self-control to know where the line is and to not be diving into this mean girl persona. Like I said, the hater community, the Haydur Nation, they are like a pack. And like a pack, they're not going to call each other out, even though they would be justified in doing so. Nobody is going to say anything or bring to the forefront the fact that Charlie Gold has looked the same in the span of a year. It makes absolutely no sense, and do not bring me any of that BS. Don't do it. I am a fitness competitor and I have lost weight many times. If Charlie Gold is over 300 pounds and she's been over 300 pounds for a year, do you not understand that if you were consistently, not even consistently, but even trying, like if you were losing 10 pounds a month over the span of a year, how much weight that woman should have lost? When I get ready for a fitness competition, my prep season is 15 weeks. That's just over 3 months in which I drop upwards of 30 pounds. Why is it that I can lose, as a smaller person, okay? Less fat, smaller person, it's way harder for me to drop weight than Charlie Gold. Why am I able to blow her numbers and her weight loss out of the park in less time? Don't BS me. In the span of a year, with a decent normal diet, with even slip-ups, even with eating some pasta and some cookies, in the span of a year, Charlie Gold should have been able to lose a massive amount of weight, but she has not, meaning that Charlie Gold has been sitting on her channel nitpicking Amberlynn Reid's food, diet, and otherwise, while doing the exact same thing that Amberlynn Reid is doing. And Charlie, don't bullshit me. Don't. You're not gonna tell me that in the last month you haven't had candy, cake, bread, pasta, something bad. Don't. Because it's facts. The proof is in the pudding. In a year, do you know how much weight you can lose in a year? The fact that she hasn't lost the weight is proof that she's been sitting there being a hypocrite, and nobody really notices it because Charlie Gold does her best to keep it in the background. She doesn't want her weight loss and the topic of herself on the forefront. She wants to keep the focus on Amberlynn Reid, who does put it out there. But if you really sit there and pay attention and look, Charlie Gold has obviously been doing the exact same thing Amberlynn Reid has been doing. She just hasn't been doing it in your face. She's been doing it behind the scenes, which is why you don't see so much of herself, her own weight loss, her own journey on her channel. Charlie, don't, because even I do it, okay? Yesterday I had a giant Kit Kat bar, like what? Don't play like you're not over here binge eating. Don't play like you're not over here eating certain portions that you shouldn't be eating. Don't play like you're not over here eating bad food, because if you weren't, the weight loss would be there. And I'm not saying her weight loss, is something to be ashamed of. It's not something that she deserves to be bullied over. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is, don't sit there and be a hypocrite and talk mess when you're doing the exact same thing Amberlynn Reid is doing, which it's very obvious that you are. Please do not bother to BS me. I know better, okay? You're gonna tell me in a year, even in a year, if you lost 40 pounds, I still know you over here eating a hot mess. Do you know how many calories it takes to sustain 300 pounds? You know how easy it would be if you were consistently taking a walk every day, you would be losing weight. So it lets me know that you are not on your stuff, but you're sitting here judging Amberlynn Reid. You can't judge somebody for being in a sinking boat when you're sitting next to them. And this is the epitome of what I hate about the hater community, is your dishonesty. All of you you can be so dishonest. Besides like not putting out the receipts or the context of what you're saying or blowing things completely out of proportion, you don't even hold yourselves accountable, because anybody with two eyes can see that Charlie Gold hasn't been following her diet. Charlie Gold hasn't been following her rules. Anybody with a brain can say that, but nobody from the Haydur Nation is gonna say anything. You guys are gonna pick on the people who everybody likes to gain up on, and it's just communal weakness. It's communal lack of a backbone. I can't stand it. Charlie Gold, I was gonna drag her. If you thought that I dragged Charlie Gold in my previous video, no, that was not me dragging. That was just me stating facts. That was me not dragging at all. But when Charlie Gold came back and did a video on Foodie Beauty on Chantal, said the video that said Chantal is pig mad, you guys came into my comments and told me about that a couple weeks later, and it took me a while to I was just like, I'm not gonna touch it, because I had just done videos on Charlie Gold, and I was just like, I was on my detox trying to get that negativity out of me. I'm just gonna leave this off. I was trying to get that negativity out of me, but after a few days, I did make my way over and see that video. That video was disgusting. That video was a travesty. That video was one of, if not the worst video Charlie Gold had made, and I was absolutely and completely appalled at that video. That video was totally over the line, totally uncalled for, totally just left field. Absolute nonsense, and I was fuming. I was gonna drag Charlie Gold by her nostrils. I was going to open up a new orifice in Charlie Gold's body. I was going to blow dragon fire through her butthole. Posting that video, she deserved it. Posting that video the way that she did, in that video, Charlie Gold basically came out as a supervillain. That's what she basically came out as a supervillain. And I'm over here like, girl, if you want to play that, okay, we can do, because as far as I was concerned, I had shown mercy in my past videos because she deserved it, because at that, that was my first time making videos on her. So I'm just like, I'm gonna hold back and behave myself. But that video basically was just like her throwing it to the wind and being like, what, I'm a horrible person, now what? I was ready to cape. I was ready for it. Luckily at the time I was busy. Those of you who follow me on Instagram know I'm a Lyft driver, and there was the abused girl Lauren for a week that I was taking care of. Like, I had met her in my car, and then I had invested myself into caring for this girl because she legitimately needed help, and that is the only thing. And if you go look in the comments, I talked about Lauren while you guys were talking to me about Charlie Gold and a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, look, I'm with Lauren. I'm gonna help this girl before I deal with this one. That's the only thing that stopped me from making a video. That's it. I had set a date to make a video, and 2 days, I'm a responsible person. So before I made the video, it was 2 days before I was set to make the video, I went and checked back at Charlie Gold's channel again, just to be sure before I went nuclear, because what I was gonna do was on a level that I had never done on YouTube. But being a responsible person, I went back to check just to see if anything else had developed. And I saw that Charlie Gold was actually making an effort to do better. She was actually making an effort to be a better person, to, you know, draw the line somewhere and not go overboard, not go too far, not drive someone to suicide. She was actively trying to, I could see it in her channel. There was a clear and obvious change. And if you go look at her channel, there's a clear and obvious change, and you can see where it started. I saw that. So being the responsible person, even though I was fuming mad, when I first made videos on Charlie Gold, I wasn't mad. Like, that wasn't me being like fuming mad, but I was mad at this point, like the way, the level that she went to, understanding that she was hurt by what Chantal did, but she went way overboard. I get both, like, I tried to see both sides, but I could see that she was trying to make the changes, that she was trying to do better. So I stopped myself and I said, you know what? Hold off, hold back. She's trying. So there's like, don't tear her down. Don't discourage her. Don't drive her back into a dark place. Because Charlie Gold, I can tell, is easily triggered. I can tell Charlie Gold, like, she'll snap back real quick. So if I had made that video, it's very likely that her mentality would have switched and then she never would have got better. And I'm just like, you know what? Hold back your dragon fire. Hold back your flames and allow her to develop and see where it goes. So I didn't make the video. Since initially making my Charlie Gold videos, I have seen a tangible change in her channel, though lately it does kind of seem like she may be backsliding, but I'm holding off. The restraint that I had at that time is the restraint that some of the Haydur Nation community needs to show. You guys have got to find a line somewhere. You guys have got to understand that there are certain things that should not be done. There are certain lines that should not be crossed. And there's a certain level of responsibility that must be shown when you are impacting someone's actual life. And I know that Charlie Gold does not know, and I know that a lot of you guys don't know, but you damn well know that I still have the videos and I still have the videos timestamped. My videos were made, I think 2 or 3 weeks before they were actually posted. They were ready to go. I was just waiting for the appropriate time to drop them, because after they were made, Charlie Gold had an accident, because like I said, I do my due diligence and I go check. So before I was ready to post those videos, I checked her channel just to make sure I was all clear to post them, and I found out through her community tab that Charlie Gold had an accident and fell on her face or something and hurt herself. And I stopped myself from posting the videos because I was just like, well, damn, I don't want to post videos at a time where she may be unable to defend herself. You know, I wasn't thinking that, oh, Charlie Gold's gonna want to clap back, but I'm just like, if she wants to address it, if she wants that opportunity, I don't want to keep that opportunity from her by posting videos at a time where she is not comfortable appearing on camera. So I stopped and waited to post those videos until I thought it was appropriate. And then of course, didn't even matter, because the day I posted the videos was the day the Chantal thing happened, but whatever. The thing is, like, the restraint that I show, or the restraint that I showed Charlie, the Haydur Nation needs to learn how to have that level of restraint too. And I'm not saying I'm overly sensitive. I can take a funny joke, I can take a fat joke, I can take a black joke, I could take a video completely roasting somebody and I'm not gonna bat an eye. I'm really not. This is YouTube, and there's certain things, you know, we do. Like, you gotta be ready to have it. That you're a public figure, you might get roasted. If Charlie Gold wants to continue being a naughty girl, I'm gonna have a Charlie Gold roast video. I do not mind. In fact, I said I would hold off on roasting Charlie, but if she wanna act like a supervillain, I will damn sure continue on with the video that I initially was gonna. I never said that I wasn't gonna post it at all. I said I was gonna wait. I'm having restraint right now, all right? But be that as it may, I can take a shady video. I could take something funny. I could, like, you can make a video roasting Amber and, you know, use all her looks and whatever. Like, it's not the nicest thing, but most people wouldn't bat an eye at it. But you can't do it consistently. Like, you can't, there's certain things you just can't consistently do, guys. You guys have to learn where the line is. You have to look at yourself and be like, you know, there's a place where you stop. There's a place where you take a break. There's a place where it's just like, I'm not gonna go there. And this is where I remember that the Haydur Nation community itself is a bullying community. It is. And the reason that I know that is this. The Haydur Nation community loves to get on Amberlynn Reid about nonsense, right? Like even stuff that everyday people do. You guys will blow it out of proportion and make it seem like it's this horrible, awful thing just because it's Amberlynn Reid. But had it been anybody else on YouTube, anyone else, you guys would not say a word. And I know this to be a fact because I am worse when it comes to like shenanigans. When it comes to just nonsense, I'm way worse than Amberlynn Reid. When it comes to just doing just dumb stuff just to do some dumb stuff, I am worse than Amberlynn Reid. I have a video on YouTube of me cleaning my house in stripper shoes. These shoes, my quarantine shenanigans video, I cooked chicken in these shoes. I cleaned my house in these shoes. I took a trash out in these shoes. I went to 7-Eleven wearing my Harry Potter onesie. I have done videos with broken nails. My pinky's missing right now, even though I am one of the few girls in quarantine with a fresh manicure because I do my manicure myself. You guys know if it was Amberlynn Reid, you damn sure would roast her for having a missing nail, but you won't do it to me. You could, but you're not. In my Charlie Gold video, I think it's Charlie Gold part 2, which was filmed the same day as part 1. I just split it up because I have a line in my Charlie Gold part 2 video where Charlie Gold is roasting and nitpicking Amberlynn Reid about eating an entire shrimp platter. I myself eat an entire shrimp platter while editing the video about Charlie yelling about the shrimp platter, but y'all not gonna say anything about that, right? Right? Even though I did the same thing. You're not gonna say anything because the only person you feel comfortable picking on right now is Amberlynn Reid. Because in all honesty, you guys are just like a pack of hyenas. You guys are going to pick on the injured creature, the one person that you guys know everybody likes to gang up on. Even though you're in an entire group, you're gonna pick on a lesser person. But as soon as the lion steps up, ready to step to you, y'all not gonna say a word. I know you're not gonna say a word because number one, I don't care. That's why it's on video, because obviously I don't care. But number two, you know I'm gonna clap back. Everybody knows I'm gonna clap back, and I'm gonna clap back hard, and I would be justified because there is no reason for you to be nitpicking me on whatever I want to do in my goddamn house, and there's no reason for you guys to be nitpicking Amberlynn Reid for the way she likes to organize her lip glosses. Like, there is no reason for it. This community drives me insane because it honestly could be a good community, but right now it's utter crap. You guys are utter crap. You suck at your jobs. You fail. You've all failed at your jobs. This is why I don't do videos on this very often, because it just irritates me. Like, it's just irritating. Like, there's so much you guys have to talk about, but you only pick on Amberlynn Reid. No one's gonna say the fact that I'm wearing a crown, and I wear crowns on a lot of my videos. Like, you gonna nitpick me about that? You got something to say about that? I bet you don't. It's my birthday tomorrow, but still, I wear crown. I'm not even gonna lie, I wear crowns all the time. Even when I'm not filming, I wear it all the time. This crown is my favorite crown, and I wear it on a regular basis. I'm going to Vons to go grocery shopping today. Guess what I'm still gonna be wearing? This crown. You guys know damn well that if Amberlynn Reid did even one of the many things that I've done in any of my vlogs or even in my videos, you guys would drag her, but you dare not drag me over it, right? Because Amberlynn Reid is the weak one. You're not gonna drag me, you're not, because it's well known that I do what I want, I say what I want, and I wear what I want, and I don't give a damn what anybody has to say about it. That's why you're not gonna drag me, because either I don't care or I'm gonna clap you back, and I would be valid for doing it, because you dragging me for being me is stupid. Y'all are just irritating and irresponsible, and I'm done with this conversation. This could be a good community if everybody started to be a little bit more responsible, a little bit more respectful, showed a little bit more restraint. Like, all of you. Zachary Michael, sweetheart, I will continue to be your subscriber, but you do better than damn near everybody. But still, there are points where it's just like, come on now. But I do appreciate you. But everybody could do better, and just please do better, because me learning about Amberlynn Reid would have been a lot easier if you guys were more responsible people and responsible YouTubers. That's all I'm saying. The level of quality that I'm seeing coming out of these channels is the equivalent of junk food. It's junk food. Meaningless crap that has no substance. None. Most of all of your videos are just like meaningless crap, screaming and yelling about Amberlynn Reid wearing a flower t-shirt or something. Like, it's just meaningless nonsense. If your channels and videos actually contain some substance, it would actually benefit the community as a whole. It would help people learn. It would probably help Amberlynn Reid, and maybe there wouldn't be so much animosity towards you from not only other subscribers, but Amberlynn Reid herself. If you guys just actually had valid, like, criticize her for valid reasons. Like, she really couldn't argue with you, but she definitely could argue with you for what you're putting out right now, but whatever. That's it for this video. There is an Amberlynn Reid video of mine where I actually do a deep dive into the woman herself. Man, these videos. Please make sure you give the video a you see how draining this is for me? Gosh. Please make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment sections below, because I know this video is going to drive some conversation. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you a fan of Amberlynn Reid? Are you a fan of any of the Haydur Nation? What do you think about their quality of videos? Are you one of the people, be honest, are you one of the people that actually enjoy their nitpickiness, like the darker side of you kind of enjoys the mean girlness? Because I've had some people actually admit, like, hey, you know, I get that it's a mean girl type of thing, but I secretly kind of like it. Like, be honest, okay? Let's just be honest about it. I'm being honest, you be honest. Let me know your thoughts. If you are not a member here on my court, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you. There's lots of stuff going down. You guys know I'm a pageant queen, but I could throw shade too. I don't lie, okay? But I am a responsible YouTuber, all right? Make sure you check out the Amberlynn Reid video. I love you, I'll miss you, but you know I will be back in a future video. Bye.
Man, I hate lions. So pushy and hairy, stinky, and man, are they ugly.